Hey, what's up everybody? How's it going today? So there's this new movie out on Netflix, it's called Ravenous, or Les Affamés, which is the original French title, and yes, this movie is entirely in French with subtitles. And to be honest with you guys, I was really bummed out when I found out that it was a zombie movie. Not because all zombie movies are bad, but it's just a genre that's just so played at this point that I was just kind of like, oh great, what now? But to be completely honest, this movie actually really surprised me. Like, it's not a game changer, but it definitely was a rule changer. And by that, I mean, say you're watching your favorite sport on TV and the ratings are starting to slip after a while, but then the game commissioners decide to change up 2 or 3 of like really little rules in the game, so like the essence and the point of the game is still there, but for some reason those little changes to the game make the game flow way smoother and actually make it a little more exciting. That's kind of how I feel about this movie. It's the typical plot. It's like a bunch of groups of people that come together to fight off zombies. And as with all foreign films, I'm not going to comment on the acting because I don't know the proper flow of the language, so I don't know what's good and bad. But as an audience member, aesthetically it was pleasing and nothing kind of threw me off. Plus, I used to speak a little bit of French when I was younger, and the French language is just really appealing to me, so that helped the movie a little bit. Also, I have to say the best thing about the movie is that there really isn't a central character, technically. Like, there is no Rick Grimes of this movie. I would hazard to say that there is kind of like a central character who potentially has more lines and more screen time than everybody else. I'd have to watch it again, though. However, despite that character having the most screen time, the importance of that character is never explicitly said, nor is it for any other character. So there's like all these groups of people, within the first 2 minutes, like half of them might die, like you don't know. And I think the filmmaker did that on purpose. Like, he intentionally put every character on this kind of like equal footing. And that honestly made the movie a lot more exciting because you didn't know which character that you really wanted to attach yourself to or not attach yourself to. And the filmmaker also gave you like certain details about a lot of the main characters, but they didn't give you enough. Like, it kind of left you wanting and you were more curious and you actually cared more about the characters that way somehow. And I enjoyed the ending to a certain extent. I don't know if there was some kind of weird symbolism there, but I mean, aesthetically, I thought it was pleasing. And also the lack of music in the movie was really good too. Like, I don't really remember there being that much music. It was mostly just like sounds and ambient effects that kind of just like swelled and crescendoed all the time. It was like every sound effect was getting its own little audio boner. It was kind of interesting. And another thing I liked about the movie is that it didn't really try and take itself too seriously. Because there was a couple times in the movie where there was like kind of a jump scare, but it wasn't trying to be a jump scare. It wasn't because you were like in actual fear. It was just because it was surprising and awkward and quirky and weird. And those scares also gave the movie a little bit more personality, which doesn't hurt. And the last thing I'll talk about is the zombies. The thing that I personally liked about the zombies was the fact that the way that you kill them was not 100% fleshed out, pun intended. But I personally like that because if some type of epidemic that causes people to go crazy happened, there's no telling what the pathology was of that virus. For all we know, like, the virus might exist in like a zombie's colon, so you gotta shove a machete up their ass or something to kill them. Like, you don't know. But we've just been so conditioned to just do the whole like double tap in the head thing, like on The Walking Dead. But this movie tried to like spin it around a little bit, and I enjoyed that. There was a couple things about the zombies' like behavior that could have been explained a little better. There's just something about them that was just really weird and not zombie-like in any way, shape, or form, and I just thought it was odd. But overall, guys, I actually like surprisingly enjoyed the movie, despite the fact that it's in a genre that we've seen so many fucking times before. But all other things being equal, I'm gonna give this movie a 7.6 out of 10. And the movie was well made enough to keep you guessing, and that's more than I can say about a lot of horror films that come out, so there's that. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Have you seen this movie? Have you heard of it? Hop in the comments. Let me know what's up. Other than that, if you like this review, give me a like, subscribe, do all that other bullshit, and I will catch you guys later.